Hello everyone, Bob here, and today I'm going to be streaming Bubsy 3D. I'm currently streaming. I'm just finding my YouTube so I can write a tweet about it. It's on right now. Everyone, Bob here, and today I'm going to be streaming. Alright, let's go and see. Gaming. Bubsy 3D. Right, now that that's out of the way, I'm going to be playing Bubsy 3D, so let's get EPSXE up and running. Okay, run ISO, Bubsy 3D. Oh god, this is going to be a nightmare. This is one of the worst games ever made, apparently. I don't think they exist anymore, but I think they're British or something like that. I think they once made games on Commodore 64. Cannot believe they went from this to Siphon Filter to Days Gone.
Has been called by the woolly military. As you may already know, a great catastrophe has befallen us that threatens to destroy our very woolly way of life. Bubsy Bobcat! Bubsy Bobcat is on Rayon!
Well, I'll be bopped!
Settle down! Settle down! Calm down! No one's going to be bopped on my watch! How could this have happened? Well, that's a bit of a long story, but here's the abridged version, approved for public dispersal by their Royal Highnesses Queens Polly and Esther. Our magnificent queens devised an ingenious plan to steal all the wool balls of Earth, but they were foiled by the fiendish Bubsy Bobcat. Now, our queens have developed an even more ingenious, if such a thing is possible, invasion plan. Unfortunately, they needed to get the furball out of the picture! Woo-hoo! So a crack troop of woolly commandos were sent to Earth. There, they fought bravely and captured the hideous beast, due in no small part to my brilliant tactical leadership. On the return trip, due to a slight technical difficulty, the rocket carrying the beast crashed and the Bobcat escaped! Woohoo! Now, if you see the Bobcat, do not, I repeat, do not approach it! It can be extremely dangerous when frightened by the average woolly! Report its whereabouts immediately to the nearest woolly soldier. We have stationed nose blowers and rock throwers throughout the area around...
At least it's allowed me to skip the cutscene. Loading. I wonder how long the loading screen is. Clause for alarm. What's so weird is that making a Siphon Filter? Look.
So, you wanna be a video game star? For starters, grab all the items you see. There's plenty of them in each level. And if you get enough of them, you'll be in for some surprises.
Controls, they're very slippery, and when you jump up, the camera angle goes weird. I much prefer the crop to this. for a 3D game, it's interesting what they went up with at the time, but it just looks so basic. You can just jump up and you go to this.
Now, what would a platform game be without platforms? I wonder if there's any extra lives up there.
It's too self-referential for its own good. See, you just drop off. That isn't a game. I wonder if Ben's studio regret making this game. You can go onto platforms like Lara Croft does. See, the controls are too slippery. I mean, Tomb controls are much more better than this because at least there was context to the control.
I needed that! The stuff!
It makes you physically ill.
See that thing in front of you? That's a switch. Just run into it to make something cool happen.
I can see why some people are physically sick by this game because you just go into stuff and it just randomly happens.
Oh, this is my favorite part. Hold the square button when you walk up to an atom. Go ahead, try it, but don't hold it too long.
You can shoot at them. Just walk up to the ladder and there's a square button. You can do it long. And because they only go in one direction, you can't even guide them like you can a Ratchet and Clank. I don't think. I don't think you can get the atoms. Like, guide them like the guide.
This'll come in handy.
I mean, if you could guide them like in Ratchet and Clank, that would have been really interesting, but sadly, I think because this was one of their first games, I think this was why it's not as good as Titan Filmer. I'd much play Rugrats over this. Yeah, and then you get stuck. Oh, there's another platform apparently. And it's moving on to minutes and it's difficult to play. And there's a lot of enemies as well.
Now, if you lose a Bubsy, you'll start over here instead of at the beginning of the level. Ain't life grand?
Weird are the enemies. It's kind of weird how the enemies have one going rhythm to the music. Bobcats can't swim, apparently. I prefer Sonic's drowning sequence. That was a little bit too basic. can't move while holding them. That would have made the game much more interesting. The enemies are static, they don't even move. It's not like you go close to it. It's not like they can walk towards you or anything. I mean, in Siphon Filter, enemies, I think, actually float. But the game over screens, and they're not even that good.
Give stupid a bad name!
I should have known about that before firing actions at them. This game could have been great if they just fixed a few problems it has. Because the tank controls aren't really good for it. Infinite continues. 3 Bubsies, 3 claws. I much play that Rugrats game over this. Look at this, it's like an example of liminal space. Just turn off the music and it would be really interesting.
Oh look! An arrow! Aren't these game designers wonderful? Giving you a guidepost to help you find your way.
And that's why he's so sarcastic. I wonder how that is. I'll have a look at if anyone's on the chat or anything. View docs. Chat. No one seems to have chatted yet. That's interesting. I don't think anyone's even looked at it. How was the game capture? Oh yeah, it's not full screen, that's why. I mean, his finger animation doesn't even correspond to how many lives you've got. Like, you've got 1 life or anything like that. You should put 1 finger up. It doesn't even correspond to how many lives you've got. And I think they missed another trick. They missed lots of tricks with this game. tell you what, this really is torture because it's not my sort of game. I mean, what happens if I fire an atom into another atom? Oh, we'll have to figure it out for ourselves. Oh, yeah, of course, it's like that. But if you could actually guide it like kind of match it in tank, then maybe it would be a problem. What's that rocket thing? See, he puts the 3 fingers up, but it could have corresponded with how many lives he's got. Oh, and guess what? You get another life. You're like 0 lives.
Oh man, who booked this
You don't have
gig?
time to jump before they fire at you. There must be some basic correspondence to object values, but game over, see? I'm quitting. Because why did they make a game like this so basic? Well, I guess I could edit the music now to make it more original. I don't think I want to stream Hong Kong 97 because of the game over screen. I worry it could cause a lot of problems. Okay. We'll see if I can go on BizHawk and maybe play an old Saturn game. Oh, there's CCE as well, but virtual on cyber troopers. Let's see, it's only 292 megabits. Have to wait about 4 minutes for it to install. So, well, that's interesting, isn't it? Let's see what's going on YouTube while I'm streaming. Notifications. Right, well, let's see. My channel. Live. Wheel of Games and YouTube while I'm streaming. Oh, no one's even looked at it. Edit video. Bubsy 3D and others. But I can definitely say one thing about Bubsy 3D. It is an absolute shame rather than a game. Because it was Eidetic's probably first title and they probably were learning their basics absolutely then. But I mean, like, it was released in 1997 in Europe and 1996 in America. The PlayStation was so advanced by then that the game could have been better than it actually was. Tomb Raider was already out by the time Bubsy 3D was out. And that obviously looked much more better than Bubsy 3D did. But they gave it 3 years and then they made Siphon Filter. And I do own Siphon Filter on a ROM, so we might be able to play it one day. I mean, it's just interesting. I mean, let's see if I've got my chat on. Still waiting. It's about 1 minute left now, but Bubsy the Bobcat. I mean, why that game even existed is beyond me. I mean, at least it didn't come out after Siphon Filter. That would have been an absolute embarrassment if it did. I mean, Siphon Filter looks absolutely graphically miles ahead of Bubsy 3D. It's amazing how far they went. Because I'm skipping Hong Kong 97, I'm going to be playing Virtual-On Cyber Troopers. One of the best games ever made, in my opinion. Played it ever since I was a child. It's a good game. Might even get to complete it, you never know. It's quite a short game, but I like it because it's basically a robot fighting game. Cyber Troopers. Now, I'm extracting it because when you download files like this, you just extract them. Virtual-On Cyber Troopers. So let's boot up Emulator and see what it looks like when full screen. Always put display capture on to help me. Like we need 2 players. There is no such thing as 2 players in a game of Virtual-On. So let me just turn my monitor back off and see if I can put another new game capture. Controllers. Controllers. So D-pad up. I'm disconnecting Virtual Port 2 because shouldn't be a thing, Virtual Port 2. Let's see. Yep. Okay. Right, let's see. Can probably increase the size of it, you know. I mean, this is after all. So have to bring that to front. Right, that's better. Sorry, I'm new to this streaming thing, and I have autism and all that, so I'm just learning how to do it, alright? That's for this. I need to disable the second controller. Because somehow it's recognising there's 2 controllers on Virtual-On. As I said, I'm new to this. Priority. Let's see. that's really weird. It says 1p and then it says 2p, so let's have a look. Virtual port 2. Why can't it just say no or something? I mean, let's see. Settings. Toolbox. I'm in love with my toy box, even though it hurts. RAM searcher. Remote control. Controller button not working. Let me just check. Oh, that's really weird. Give me a few minutes. Maybe not. It thinks there's a second controller, but I don't think there is, and I don't know what's causing that. Let's see if it works now. Oh, very odd. Let me just go out for a minute. So what's this thing on the left? So when I open my ROM on the Sega Saturn, I click virtual on, there's something that says don't know how that's gone. Give me it, give me it. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to stop the